guys, thanks for watching my latest video on the reel for teens. I got a DM from a kid who I met at Rochester Teen Book Fest, which, by the way, go next May if you live in upstate New York or anywhere near. Go to Rochester Teen Book Fest. Anyway, I got a DM from a kid who I met there, and the DM said this: I'm failing in school, and I want to do better, but I can't make myself do better. What do I do? So that's going to be the topic of this video. What do you do if you wanna do better in school? The first step is to ask yourself, really? Do you care? If you're just trying to do better in school because your parents want you to, or because you think you have to for the future, or whatever external pressure, it's not going to work. It doesn't work. And I know that's a fucked up thing to say, but it's the truth about human motivation. If you don't care about a thing, you're not going to put in the work to do the thing. So the first question to ask yourself is, do I really care about bringing my grades up? Answer that honestly. If you're still here, that means you really care about bringing your grades up. You really do want to get better in school for some reason. So my next question is, what's that reason? And really think about that. For this particular kid, he wants to make his mom happy. He really does care if mom is happy or not. So that's his reason for wanting to bring his grades up. And also, he wants to stay on a varsity sports team. So, what's your reason? If you really want to do better in school, why? Next step is this. I want you to list every single thing you could possibly do to bring up your grades. Scour your brain, anything you can think of, even if it's really, really stupid or completely unfeasible. Like, I could hire somebody to come sit for the AP test for me, or I could hack into the school's computer and up my grades. I mean, let your brain go there and get out the stupid stuff, and also let your brain break down the big things and the little things you could do if you really, really wanted to work that hard or take that kind of risk. The next step is to reread your list and circle the things on the list that are realistically possible for you. So you're narrowing your focus down and you're looking at the things that really are the possibilities for what you could do to get those grades up higher. The next step is to look only at the possible actions that you circled. Look for the ones that are really easy, that are stupid easy, and put a star by those. Alright, so the super, super easy things that you could do tomorrow, really no problem, very little resistance, put a star by those. So, you figured out that you want to do better in school. You figured out that you really care about doing better in school. You've figured out why you actually give a shit, your true reason for giving a shit, not somebody else's reason. You've brainstormed every possible thing you could do. You've narrowed it down to the easy things, the super easy doable things. Now here's your next step. I'm going to ask you this, and this is not a rhetorical question. Do you want to commit to doing just one of those starred items? Do you want to commit to you, to me, you, me? Do you want to commit to us that you're going to do that tiny little thing? Do you want to? If you do, fantastic. So put a big, big circle around the starred thing that you're going to do. And then your next step is put it on a calendar or on a sticky note on your mirror. Put it on your phone. Set up an alarm. Here's the why for that. Once you commit to doing a thing, you're much more likely to do it because you're not a fucking loser. And because this thing you're committing to is really an easy little thing, no sweat. Like, for instance, I don't know, ask the teacher if you can stay during lunch for help tomorrow. This tiny little thing like that. Very easy, commit to it, you're gonna fucking do it. And now, you know the thing you're going to do. You know it's really not that challenging. You committed to it. When that date comes up, do it. But notice how you feel. Maybe write it down. Maybe just in your own brain. Notice how you feel when you do that thing. Now here's why I'm asking you to do this step. More than likely, if you really want this thing, right? and you set tiny little doable, achievable goals to get to it, and you commit to it, so you're actually going to do it, once you do it, you're going to get a surge. You're going to get a little endorphin rush. You're going to get a shot of confidence and a feeling of power because, holy shit, I wanted this thing for so long and I didn't do anything about it. I just did something about it. Tiny thing, easy thing, so it's easy for you to do, but I just did it. And what comes from that is a feeling of confidence and a feeling of like, yeah, that you are going to want to do the next step. Even if it's a little tiny bit harder. And I'm not talking mega hard, but just a little bit harder. Because now you already started. The ball is literally rolling. The ball is moving. And a moving ball moves faster. So notice how you feel. If, on the other hand, you feel like crap, if you're like, this is horrible, asking my teacher if I can stay, or whatever tiny doable thing you came up with, if it feels horrible, then maybe you got to revisit, go back to the very start. Well, do I really care about this thing, or am I trying to fool myself into caring about it? The last couple of steps are these. You did the first start easy thing. You noticed how you feel. Ideally, you're feeling pretty good. Oh my God, I just did something. Then you repeat the process. Look at the next start item on your list and ask yourself, do I want to commit to this? Do I want to do this thing to get closer to my goal? Put it on a calendar, do it, notice how you feel. Keep repeating that process, but you build up to the next more challenging thing and the next more challenging thing. This is how human nature actually gets past hurdles. If we want something and we're willing to do whatever it takes to get there, we're not going to suddenly make an epic life change and suddenly do everything right now. Like, most of us aren't going to do that. But doing the tiny little easy things, yeah, okay, no sweat, took me 5 minutes. Feels good, you build up to 10 minutes, then to 15 minutes, then to 20 minutes. Before you know it, holy shit, you're full of hope, you made that change. Okay, final step is this. I want you to think about what can you do when you hit a stumbling block. Because stumbling blocks appear, things don't go all that easy all the time. So, if you're rolling and you're doing all the right things and you're going for after school help and you're like waiting for Xbox until after your homework's done, you've got your little motivational list in your locker, you're saying no to friends, you know what, I'm going to hang out with you after I do this work, all that stuff, right? And you take a test and you get a D on it or an F, ooh, that's going to want to derail you. So before anything like that happens, you got to have a plan in place. Shit. If the bad thing happens, what am I going to do to re-up my motivation? If you got that plan in place, you know, okay, this sucks, but I knew something bad could happen because nothing is that easy, so I know what to do next. So if you have that plan, just like when you committed to the small step, if you have that plan, you know what to do next, so you just roll with it and you keep moving up. All right, I would love to hear how this goes. I'll be doing another video soon on kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. If you have good grades, but you're still freaking out because you feel like you need better grades, that'll be coming soon. Let me know, what do you need? What's your problem? Tell me about it. And if you know people who like need some no bullshit advice from an adult who really cares, send them to this channel. Meanwhile, also follow me. Right on. Thank you. See you next time. Mwah.